We are going to be playing a randomly selected RPG game. I best stop singing this song in case I get copyright striked. Just setting things up on the old social medias before we get started on today's event, which is, of course, we're going to be playing a randomly selected RPG Maker game from the box. For the first time in this year, actually, it's actually gone above 20 degrees in the UK, and for us in the UK, that is not normal temperatures. 20 degrees is actually quite hot, especially for me, who I prefer the colder weather, absolutely. I can't stand the heat. Like, I was in Gibraltar once, which is south of Spain, and the hotel I was going outside of literally had a huge board that tells you the temperature, and it says 37 degrees centigrade. Not about that. Not about that whatsoever. Honestly. Dearie me. Just like, I can't stand hot weather at all. Okay. So I'll look at the chat in a minute. Yeah, on Wednesdays now I'm going to make it the same time as Saturdays, just simply because of more people here. Hello, welcome to the chat, everybody. What will I be picking today? It all depends on what is picked out of a box. So rather than me trying to select a game from my head, what I did is I cut out a bit of paper which has a bit of writing of a lot of different games, put them in a box, and then I pick out a random one, so that in that ways it doesn't allow me to ponder which game we're going to select. We allow fate to decide for us, depending on well, for longer games, the longer title games are more favourable to be picked because there's more paper to it. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Alyssa Lou. Hello, Chloe. Hello, MKKM. Welcome everybody to the chat. And yeah, Wednesdays and Saturdays are going to be at the same time now. So rather than at 8 PM British Standard Time, it's going to be 7 PM British Standard Time. But for both Wednesdays and Saturdays, I feel like I get more audience and more people on board when it comes to if it's a preferable time for the west side of the world. What is my favourite RPG Maker game so far? That is really tough to call. Like, The Witch's House is definitely up there. Midnight Train is up there. Good evening, Sharky. Welcome to the chat. So, if I were to pick out a absolute favourite all-time game, it would have to be The Witch's House. Like, some people, they pick Eve, which I completely understand. Eve is not one of my favorites, I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like it's too inspired for other games to be created. Like, if you see like other RPG Maker games being developed today, you can guarantee that it's been inspired by Eve in some way. Today was my first day at work, so I'm pretty exhausted. Well, many congrats to you for getting through your first day of your new job. Congratulations. Yeah, Witch's House at the ending is... Yeah, it is. Like, for the first time you go through a game and seeing that, like, really surprising tale of how, like, aha, we was playing as the villain all this time. Oh, damn, hope it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I hope it wasn't too bad. For some odd reason, I thought Hope was the name of the person. Anyways, folks, we're going to be selecting our game of... Wait a minute, am I actually recording my screen? Okay, good. I don't want to go through this and thinking I've got one screen set up. It was alright at work, just kind of tiring. I have a lot of stocking to do. Stocks and everything like that when it comes to stores and making sure we've got everything. Enough loo roll for the day. Right, folks. We're going to be selecting our game of the day. You see this box right here? No, I'm not sponsored by Nature Valley. I would like for one day to be sponsored by a company, but it's just things happen. Oh wow. So we're selecting our game for the day, And just gonna shuffle the box around just to make sure. And let's see. I've picked a game out. I don't know what it is. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I am not prepared for this. The Witch's House MV No Save Extra Mode. Hey Flare, saw you were streaming, so hopped in. Hello, welcome to the stream, Andy Norvell. Is that how you pronounce your name? Norvell? So we picked Witch's House MV Extra Mode No Save. So what that entails is we go through the extra mode of a Witch's House, which is like a harder version of the original game, but you don't save at all. However, I'm going to preface this. This is not going to be as tough as Purgatory 2 Demonic Mode. Yeah, though Omega's fine. Omega? Yeah, it's going to be hard, but you know what? We've got 2 and a bit hours to complete it, so that is going to be absolutely fine. And if we do complete it, then what we'll do is we're just going to go through the game casually and just talk about it. Speaking of my favourite game, for goodness sakes. Righty-ho, so it is time to go on Steam. See where the Witch's House is. Let's see. No, I don't want to update Uno at this point in time, thank you very much. I can do without an update. Let's see. Play, absolutely. Turn my own volume down. Let's see. Turn it down this end, because I don't want to make my voice too quiet in comparison to the game's voice, which may be too loud. Righty-ho. Switch screens. The power of stuff. It's going to be fun. So if people just join the stream, we've just picked out a game, and it is The Witch's House MV. Now there's a bit of a challenge to this, because not only is it The Witch's House MV, we're going to be going through the entire game on Extra Mode, which is a more difficult version of the original game, but without saving. Like, if you go through the entire game without saving anyways, you get a bit of more dialogue, or additional dialogue when you get to the very end of the game, and you'll see if you haven't played this game before. But if you haven't played this game before, then are you actually a fan of RPG Maker games? Like, be for real. There probably isn't a single hardcore RPG Maker game fan out there that's not heard of Witch's House. Right, so what do we have here? Begin our wonderful expedition of all this. Let's see. Extra, more places to die and some puzzle changes for those who want a punishing experience. Welcome to the chat, Goopy. Let's see. Select this difficulty, absolutely, because that's what's on the piece of paper. Also, if we do complete this within the stream, then we'll just play through the game casually. Not on casual difficulty, though. I've never played a game on casual. Who the hell would play it on casual? Or new people, actually. People who aren't that equipped with playing this game. So therefore, they would go for the game on the most easiest of difficulties. But us hardcore veterans, when it comes to these kinds of games, we do not play on the casual difficulty. Cut the roses, absolutely. Now, we do not interact with a black cat at all. So if you're wondering why we're not interacting with a black cat, because that means we are going to save the game and we've interacted with it, and therefore we don't get the bit of dialogue at the end. Now, the most tricky part of all of this is the last chasing. And I think I remember the route itself, but that's going to be hard. But just for a little bit of extra challenge, we're trying to achieve the true ending, because there's a little bit more to that. I wear a mask, we are concerned, the man in the boss... Oh, for goodness sakes. Every single stream turns into some sort of off-parody. For goodness sakes! But this is natural behaviour for me. Yeah, it is natural behaviour for you. In multiple streams. The story of a sick girl. Okay, let's read this. Let's get some context. Long ago, in a poor town, there lived a sick girl named Ellen. From birth, Ellen's face and legs festered, so she kept them wrapped in bandages. Ellen's father never looked at her, nor did he ever speak to her. Even so, Ellen was happy, because at least Ellen's mother loved her. Great, isn't that just fantastic? A story about a father who does not even recognize her own child. What a bad father. And then at some point down the line, what a bad mother. Right. Now, do I remember all of this? That is the question. Because I've only done this once. Oh yeah, we've got a couple of names first. Lovely days. Right, let me just hide my recording screen for a good second. There we go. And we're back into the fix of the witch's house. Right, pairs of scissors, chain to the bench. I really love this game. Oh, freaking. You cut off a teddy bear's limbs. Right, got a teddy bear torso. Okie dokie, we've done that. We can't interact with the cat, otherwise that makes our challenge a failure. Teddy bear torso put in the basket itself. Stuff the teddy bear torso in the basket. And you hear something unlocked. Lovely. We may see this screen several times. And there we go. And up here, we've got to go to this topmost room. Otherwise, we will be trapped in here. Like, if we go in here first, there'll be a bunch of bears in here, and we'll be trapped. And we can't get out, etc., etc. It's not a good day for any of us. Right, so the 8 people, or the few people that are watching, hello. Hope you're all having a lovely day where you are, whichever country it is, whatever time it is, etc., etc. Let's see, the door opened. Do we... Let's see now, right. Poison, yes, that is poison. We don't want to deal with any of this. We don't want to look in there. Hello, Plagues Man, welcome to the chat. If you're wondering what we're playing the Witch's House MV No Save Extra mode, which means we have to go through the entire game without saving on the most difficult mode of the game. Okay, what do we do next? Because I remember you can't really go through that door unless you interact with a certain something first. But whatever that something is, I have no clue. I feel like if we interact with this door now, we're just going to die. Right, I just want to say that I have passed 2 exams already, and well, it was not that bad as I expected. Congratulations, Sharky, on the exams. I remember you talking about revising for a, an exam in the last stream, so many congrats. Let's see. Okay, so we didn't die in here. Lovely. Would you like an extra pair of limbs? Right, give bloody limbs. Oh, thank you. But these are so filthy. I'd rather you lend me a hand. Nah, fam. I don't want you. No, thank you. Nah. There we go. That's the right order of doing things. Need to read the note first. Otherwise, stuff will happen. Right. Carnage in here! It fell and trembled like a tumbling doll. Okay. Okay, now that we've got the silver key, right, we're going to hit bowl with key. You hear a pleasant sound. Right, put key in soup. Lovely. The key turned black in the soup. Isn't that just fantastic? Oh, something escaped. Speaking of exams, I exempted from all of them. The door opened. Righty-ho. I keep forgetting if the word exempted is a good thing or a bad thing. Don't judge me. Righty-ho. Now we're in this room. We need to fathom stuff out. Like, the spider is blind, yes, but it doesn't mean to say that it's not daft. Got a yarn ball. Usually would get a rope from there, but no, there's an extra step to all of this. Don't you move. Don't you dare move from your spot. Okay. Also, this is one of a few, like, RPG horror games which actually really gave you a lot of spooks. Like, it's not on-screen jump scares except for, Ellen's jump scare. Like, I don't get to take the exam because I was a good student. Okay. So your grades were good enough so that you were exempted from them. Oh, somehow there's... well, I don't know why I was confused. I figured, oh no, there's all of the books. But no, they're not. A smooth piece of rope. Thank you. I still have 6 or 7 exams to pass, so yeah, I hope I don't fail. All the best wishes to Sharky for their exams in the future. Is that for me? It is for you. Thank you. Take this. Right, we've got a book of death. Do we want to read it? Absolutely not. Otherwise, we will receive that thing which is called death, which we do not want. You may think, haha, Flare, go for all of the different deaths in this game. I cannot. Because I cannot die. I do not want to die. Otherwise, we have to start all of this all over again. No, don't read. Put book on shelf. You put the book on shelf. It sounded like the glass cover fell off. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is my... Oh goodness sakes. I thought... Goodness sakes. Don't like that. Right. Damn it. Why did I stop there? I thought I needed to go another step before that skeleton is activated. But no. Once you step out to the invisible hallway, that happens. No way, Jose. That skull always gets me, yeah. It's one of the few spots which I'm not excited about. Well, yeah, it's to be expected, okay? It's like Purgatory due demonic mode, but there's a bit more context in all of this, just simply because, well, we've got more environments to look at other than a puddle of blood on the floor in most places of the game. Like, that game was largely filled with the colour red. But this one, when you're outside, it's green. When you're inside, it's mainly grey and brown. Okay, kind of like... No, the stream did not crash. Did the stream crash? I don't think so. Let's see. On the other end, it's not crashed. Unsure on that one. Not sure why my camera's like that for. No, that's the wrong way. That's better. More centered. More centered and aligned. Right here. Okay, that was just me. Yeah, sometimes you just need to refresh and it should be good. Unless, of course, it is my end. But I can't see anything. I can't see anything either way. I've got both my preview up and my recording up. And there is nothing on this end of the deal. If it's for everyone, then it would be something to do with me. But if it's just one person, then it's just one person. Right, okay. Although, thank you for the confirmation, everyone else. Although, if something is wrong, like the stream is not up and stuff like that, then please do let me know. Let's see. We'll be seeing that teddy bear many times. Good. Put the limbs in there. Right, let's try and do this with a bit more haste until we get to the skull. The skull of doom. Damn it. Oh, I thought we were dead then. We went one tile to the left too much. Like, that's very little leeway there. I have some problems too. Maybe it's just my internet. No, Sharky! Damn it. Damn it. Not Sharky. Nobody really, but not Sharky. F5 exists. F5 exists for the purpose of refreshing. Right, push out along. Read the note. Is busy, lend a hand. Right, we're not going to get discombobulated. If we try and interact with that door too soon, then, yeah, you want my hand instead. How dare you? No, thank you. Yeah, with my streams, when I set them up, you can either have them up at normal latency, which is most quality but most likely to be delayed, low latency, which means less quality but there's less delay, or very low latency, but I'd rather not do that. I might as well just play this at 144p. Okay, I'm here! You didn't miss much. We're still within the challenge. Imagine if, like, refresh and it's like, hey, he's done it. Hit bold key. Right, you got a pleasant sound there. I'm still alive. I fixed it. It's my cat that's sleeping on my router. That's what it was. I'm just kidding. Although cats do end up in the most weirdest of places. Sharky was already in the stream. Sup? Yeah, sup everybody. Right, let's give a yarn ball again. Speaking of cats, we've got to give a yarn ball to a cat. I was venting. This is not Among Us. I'm just kidding. Another form of venting is just letting out all of your expressions, regardless of what kind of expression. Right, yarn ball. Hold up yarn ball. There you go, cat. The rope flew out from the painting. And we've got some rope. We might be seeing that many a times. Hope not to get stabbed by the kitchen lady, though. Okay. There we go. That is for you. That bit of rope is for you. Don't worry. I exchanged the yarn ball for a rope. No, this is not an off game. We can venture about off when we pick off. I don't know when we're going to pick off. I'm just kidding. But I'd rather not the chat be spy. I was distracted and we read the Book of Death. I was distracted by the chat. No. I was distracted by the chat and forgot to not read the Book of Death. Right, we're back to square one, folks. No. Just don't be distracted by the goddamn chat. It's nice to look at the chat, but when in the heat of a moment when you need to concentrate at your fullest potential, you make a misclick, or you don't press a right key somewheres, and then you read the Book of Death rather than place the Book of Death on the shelf with the one book slot that's missing. Take. Right. If you just joined the stream, or maybe you've been here for a while, then this is our third attempt. Maybe I should have like a counter or something like that. And plus I found a game called Off Sadistic Mode, basically off but with less solutions. Well, that's just great. That's fantastic. Let's make off even harder. Because off is already a hard game. That's like making a demonic mode. Right, no, don't worry. This is my issue. Don't shut up by any means necessary. Keep the chat alive. I, as the streamer, as the YouTuber, need to look at the situation at hand. And how long time does a successful run take approximately? I would say it probably takes about just under an hour to go through the entire game. And that is when you know what you're doing. If you're going to this game completely blind, it probably took me about 3 or 4 hours to complete it. But if you know what you're doing, if you know where the puzzles are, etc., then it takes you much less time because you just know where everything is. No, I don't want to take the scissors. I can't even take the scissors. Right. But this is my... Probably, this is not this mode that I'm doing, but the normal just going through the game is probably my all-time favorite game of RPG Maker games. And probably one of my favorite games of all time, actually. Like, it has minimal dialogue, but it has so much story behind it, especially if you read The Diary of Ellen. Like people say all the time, like in fan sites and stuff like that, there should be a sequel to The Witch's House. Like, how does a sequel make any sense to the conclusion of this game? Just give me one good reason as to why there should be a sequel to The Witch's House. A logical explanation as to what would happen after the conclusions of the true ending of this game. A prequel? Absolutely, but not a sequel. Prequel, like a visual novel where Ellen is the protagonist or something like that. I don't want to remove the cover. No. We do not want to remove said cover. Otherwise we will die. We need something else to remove a cover for us, just like that lady. That lady with a machete. Watch out for ladies with machetes. They're no good. They're going to stab you. And they're going to take no prisoners while they're at it. Right, got a silver key. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to put the silver key in the soup. 8 people watching, 5 likes already. Hell yeah. And we are only 25 minutes into the stream. We've got another 2 hours or so left of the stream. And we're here to have a fun time. It also means by the time the stream ends, it will be sunset in the UK. Because it's like 9:30 nowadays. I do not like summer. Like, summer is my least favourite season of the year because... Let me get this straight. When you're cold, you can put an extra layer on. But when you're too hot and you can't take any more layers off, then what can you do about it aside try and hit in a... try and park yourself in the fridge. The freezer. It's 6 likes. I've got 7 on my preview screen. People really love the witch's house. Or people just love me. Or maybe both. Hope over time, when people get to know like a content creator, it goes from liking the content creator because they cover a specific kind of game to they like the content creator regardless of what kind of game that they play. But then again, there's still like some kind of limitations. Like if that content creator suddenly goes to a really bizarre kind of game, which like is what shouldn't be on YouTube in the first place, when I question morals and stuff like that. Right. There we go. And I need... Oh, damn you! Oh, no, 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 no. That skull is going to take many attempts to overcome. Oh. We're in it for the long run. Like, I should have waited longer, then went right. Otherwise, it just follows me. It's like my Purgatory 2 strategy, except we can get to that point in the game much sooner. Like, almost instantaneously. There's nothing here. Right, it doesn't take half an hour to start up the game. No, that's just the challenge of... Ideal of off statistic mode. If you want to save, a small ghoul will be sleeping on top of a save block and you have to kill it. No, that's not a great idea. 4th attempt at counting. Thank you, Plagued Man. Thank you for keeping count. Like in every stream so far I've done, there's probably like an MVP for all of them. Like one person, this skull is kind of hard to pass and we don't have any saves. Exactly. For people wondering, why are you using that black cat to save a game? It's part of a challenge. Part of a challenge of going through this game without saving. Because one, it gives you that extra bit of dialogue at the very end. But also number 2, there's kind of the fun in the difficulty of it all. Like, we're not here to play casual mode and have a casual time. No, we're here to suffer. You, me, this can be a very interesting ride. Indeed it is. But on the bright side, it is on one of the best RPG Maker horror games ever made. And that is not an opinion, that's a fact. But on the bright side, you get 100 credits. Oh dear, can I have some credits in this game? Honestly. Right, got Teddy Bear torso. Good, good, good. Right, lights are out. But our lights are not out. The candle lights are out. But our lights are not out. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Right. There we go. It's as soon as you reach the same whole column as the black cat. There we go. I was struggling to find the right word. Row is horizontal. Column is vertical. Got some bloody limbs. Alright, the door is opened, thank goodness. We don't need to find a key for that because it's already opened somehow. Alright, push that across. I think the lady in there kills you if you don't pick up the key afterwards. Like if you try and go through there without getting the key, then that lady will just be waiting there at the door, ready for you to come out. Like this chase scene is probably like the easiest one of the entire game. What happens when you let the teddy basket catch up to you? If you let that bear catch up to you, it stomps all over you and kills you. That's just a very short description of it. It literally stomps you to death with its huge size and its fluffiness. The only other game I can think of killer bears is Virgo versus the Zodiac, where in a particular space dimension you have to face killer bears. Alright. Right. All 3 times that we've died has been on this floor. 2 because of a skull, but 1 because I was silly and was not paying attention. And read the Book of Death instead. Oh well, makes for a lot of fun. Makes for something interesting. We get to see certain parts of the game over and over again because I like that kind of thing. Right. Also, it's amazing how I remember the extra mode. Like, always been used to the normal mode for so many years, and then now I mean when you put the bear torso in the basket and it starts moving. If you go back in there after it moved, it's just like it gives you have the option of interacting with it again, and you think like, wait, it wasn't there before. Hello, Marcia, welcome to the chat. Another idea for off-sadistic mode is that the Elzens in something wouldn't give you a hint and would just whisper. I don't like the aspect of sound-based puzzles. That's incredibly unfriendly towards people who can't hear properly. Right. Remember there is an RPG horror game? Yeah, I've yet to play that game actually. Killer Bear. Take this. Right, we've got the Book of Death. Would it be a 75 to 25% ratio? Or would it be a 50-50 ratio? Or actually, we'll just continue forward through the game. Right. Right, do not read. Why is read the first option when it comes to this particular thing? Actually, it may give a clue that, there we go. And then... Thank you very much, but we still need to escape from the room. We're not safe yet. There we go. That skull will kill you again. No, it will not! Did you see what we just did just now? We survived. We survived and survived well. Take it. But some point down the line we may die and then interact with the skull again and may die from there. So, indirectly, we may die. Righty-hoo, we need the real butterfly. Right, take that butterfly. We might die from this tarantula, actually. Yeah, you're evil. You're very evil. Right, get through the game. And before people ask, no, we're not re-entering that room with a tarantula. We'll just die. Again. The butterfly flutters out of your hands and slips out through the wall. And we heard something unlock. Excellent. Right. I'm not going into that room. The door opened. I feel like there might be a potential death in there. Right. Good. Onwards. Hello, cat. No, we're not going to go through the main hallway. This is a sneaky way through. Like it's in the game. We can use it. Etc, etc. Right. Hello, frog. Right. Do you frogs? Do I frogs? Nod. We don't want to anger the frog or make the frog sad. All I'm going to say is that it's going to be a very sad departure with this frog. That butterfly is a spectre. It passed through the wall. Send the frog across. Not everything has to be a spectre. Right. You heard something unlock. Thank you very much. Now our next aspect is remembering all the different things. Oh, Ellen, stop it. Stop with your shadows. I froggy. Oh no, not that developer. Sit down. Now, froggy's cool. Alright, we need to get a bit of cake out of here. We need to get a fork from up there. Yep, take the fork from the top of there. Right, we need to rearrange this twice. Rearrange. Rearrange. Flowers are okay. We need to put the chocolate here, cake. And then rotate this so that it is opposite of that one. We need to move this plant down here. Hey, there's a shadow of Ellen there. Right, that's in place. Then we need to put the fork over here. Place fork. Right. Now we have another issue. Froggies! Froggies beware! Right. We can't... Oh dear. That's a pool of blood right there. Push that one. Zach ain't a froggy, he a toady man. Right, push that one. It didn't do anything. That's because the lady from that frame has disappeared. Hello. An invisible presence is sitting here. Now, one thing I really love about this particular extension of the game is the fact that you need to then go down a different floor that you've already visited and do something else. Okay. Right, lady, I need you to go upstairs quickly. Oh, what do you want? Yes, I understand. I'll head right back. Sorry, other lady. I'll leave you all alone. A painting of a lady with a parasol by a river. The woman seems as if she's glaring at you. Alright, I'll escape. I'll escape before you kill me. I don't even know if she can actually kill you. Hi guys. Oh, today's Witch's House. Indeed it is. Welcome to the stream, Jane Doe. The Witch's House MV Extra Mode, no saving. So that means, like, if you've played Extra Mode and you know it's a harder version of the normal game. Da lady. But, we can't save because that is a challenge. There's a bit of extra dialogue at the end of near the end of the game when you go through the game without saving or interacting with a black cat. Right, now that she's here, we can take this note off. A mirror. I played the old version, never saw the remake. Yeah, the remake is on Steam, and I highly recommend it if you just want a higher resolution version of the game, but for the authentic version, then the old version is always perfectly fine. Right, we're sat at the table. The left and right rooms are mirrored. You heard something unlock. Jump scare incoming. Oh, there we go. Ellen was sitting there and the black cat was there. Oh, sorry, frog. I'll take you, frog. Now that the rooms are mirrored, we can take the frog. We can take the lovely frog. The door opened. Right, another diary. The story of a sick girl. Read. Also, another thing about these diaries is that rather than Ellen writing through these diaries, it's from a third person, like a third person perspective. So they're just describing the events rather than being some kind of emotional stigma behind it. Whereas if it's like an autobiography, then there would always be a emotional stigma. I found a joke off game called Playball. When surrounded by her mother's scent, Ellen could forget all her suffering. However, one day, Ellen's mother stopped loving her. What was Ellen gazing at? Her mother's pretty white shoes? Or the glinting craft knife? That was a very cold night, and a very red night. Right, we're not going to read that note. Even though things in here will not kill us. Well, I don't think so anyways. Right, another diary. Read. Ellen exed her mother. If she wouldn't love her, she didn't need her. Ellen exed her father. If he wouldn't look at her, she didn't need him. This is a hint for a puzzle later on in the game. Let's see. Ellen ran away from home and she met him in the form of a black cat. He told Ellen, I'm giving you a house. Like, oh god, why people at dorms are so loud? I just want to chill on stream and do some college assignments. Well, what can you do? Yeah, that's really annoying when it comes to like neighbors being really loud. Like, for goodness sakes, it's June. People study for exams and stuff like that. We're not going to end up failures and just party all the time. Like, I think that's why some people go to university, not for the work, but just simply because of the social aspects about it. Like, there's got to be a fine balance between examining and studying and stuff like that, and social time. A scrap of paper from a diary. Read! When I heard those words, I wanted to snap... Don't kill me. Okay, I'll let you thought there was a curse on that paper there. Demons feed on human souls. But demons are without physical form, so they cannot kill humans directly, so therefore they need a human in order to do the killing for them. Witches offer souls to demons. Jane. Aww. Yeah, we feel you, definitely. In return, demons give witches magic. A human who makes a pact with a demon is referred to as a witch. I always think of male witches as warlocks instead of actual witches. Hungry. Right, hello. Something's on the other side. Yeah, we're gonna open the door. Look at the door. On the door is a window the size of your palm. Look through window. The snake's tongue is gonna get us. You see slimy dark scales. Listen closely. You hear something big slithering. Alright, we're gonna do nothing. Right, we're gonna put the frog through the window. Right, time to say goodbye to your favourite four-legged, reptilian? Force it in! Oh, I guess not. He's gonna hide in that little crack there. The frog hid in a hole in the wall. Catch it. The hole's too narrow to reach in. Fine, we're gonna need some assistance from a goddamn fake frog. There we go, stuffed frog. Take it. Take the frog. Right. So one time when I got on the DA, I got 20 notes from my boyfriend. He thought that I left. Oh gosh. I was literally sleeping. Can't you let a person sleep in peace? Insert stuffed frog. Inserted the stuffed frog. And oh dear, it did not like that stuffed frog. But on the bright side, the crack is big enough for us to be able to get in there. Catch the frog. And caught the frog. A lost frog, he won't look you in the eye now. Oh no. Right, frog. You're gonna go in there. The frog is reluctant. I'm sorry, little man. There we go. He also claims he's a vampire incubus. Damn it. You go in there. Look through window. There is nothing. Listen closely. You hear nothing. Oh no, you had to sacrifice a froggy. It's for a great again, hopefully only once. Actually, if we go through this game again, then it won't be once. To her to cringe, he says that his name is Nightmare. No, this is not FNAF. This is not the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Yeah, imagine a witch's house, Five Nights at Freddy's crossover. Like, actually, that won't be the most barbaric crossover, because each of the rooms could represent a different place where you have to view the house and stuff like that. Hello, frog. Go back in the room. Oh no, it's all red and stuff like that in here. Oh no. Lol. Look, this is the frog's insides. Right, we're gonna go out of this room. I don't know if you could actually die in there if you stay too long in the extra mode. No. Yes, we had to go along the outside, otherwise that statue would have killed us. Right. One eye open. Right, let's look at all of these. Right. Two eyes open. Two eyes open. Two eyes... Oh, goodness sakes. Oh no, which one was it? I don't even want to imagine it. It would be so cursed. Exactly. No. Like, Ellen's bedroom would be all splattered with blood and like that. One eye open. She's gonna get eaten by the sincere deceit heart thing. Yeah, that thing that just keeps giving you venom. Right. Which one of these? I was trying to figure out which one from the bottom is the correct one. Inconvenient timings. I hate my life. No, I hate myself, actually. Ah, dearie me. Like, why is that a thing? Yeah, yummy. I'm glad the house is happy with its own slave as a sacrifice. I didn't realise that was a thing. Like, I should have taken note. One eye open. Hello, Aquibond. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all are doing well where you are. Today we're playing the Witch's House MV, but with a bit of a twist. We're not saving at all in the game, and we're doing this on extra mode, which means, if you don't know what extra mode is, for per witch's house. There's a version that you can find on Steam that when you complete through the normal game once, it'll present to you with an extra mode version of the game. And what you do from there is, it's not almost the same, but it has the same layout, but there are more puzzles, puzzles are more difficult, enemies are more difficult, and everything around you just wants to kill you. So that is basically the very basic description of Witch's House in the extra mode, with a bit of a twist where we're making it as hard as we can by not saving at the Black Cat whenever an opportunity comes along. Otherwise, every time we do like a bit of puzzle, we would be saving. That's just great. That'd be a lovely feature. But we're not interacting with a cat until the very end of the game, where you actually need to interact with a Black Cat not to advance through. Let's see. You feel like you changed places. Doing good, man. Thanks. Interesting run. Gonna enjoy this one. Yeah. Witch's House is probably a game I see that gets the fewest amount of criticism from people when it comes to like giving feedback for the game itself. It's such a well-structured game. Like, there's no corner of this game that feels unnecessary or just filler. Like, it's a really tightly designed, written game. And it's not too long as well. It's not like Witch's Heart, where it feels like a huge adventure. Like a lovely adventure, but very, very long. No, I don't want you. Gosh, imagine if I died by that lady. That would be bad. Welcome to behind... Welcome to behind the meme. What meme? I pick it up. Alright, we're going to put it in there. Put key in soup. We're not going to taste the soup, otherwise we'll die. The key turns black in the soup. You heard something unlock. Go through the door. No wine bottle. Take the yarn ball. And we're going to go down here and give the yarn ball to the cat. I'm just going to make a suggestion to the one person that keeps talking about off. Could we try and detour away from off? Like, it's nice to talk about another game, but when that particular game is talked about obsessively, then it kind of detours away from the stream in a way, because we're talking about one game, but then a completely different game kind of overrides the entire chat. I don't say stop talk about it entirely, but just reduce the amount. Let's see, put book on shelf. It's on a glass cover. Is off. And you need to wait a little bit there, otherwise the skull will just come after you, but from the other side. Alright, good. I also think if you go back into the room, like, immediately, the skull will be waiting there for you. Honestly, yeah, Witch's House really gets criticism, of course, both of OG status and the game just straight up being really good. Yeah! Like, oh, that room won't open. Yeah, about, like, the nostalgia feeling. Like, it would still be a brilliant game, even if it's not, like, one of the earliest games that there were that really took off for RPG Maker games in general. Like, it's just the raw essence of the game, which is brilliant. Afternoon, yo, how goes the Housing Witches? Welcome to the stream, Sketchy Nonsense. We are playing the Witch's House MV extra mode without saving at all throughout the game, and that includes as well going at the very end of the game. Omaniki is a nice game. We have a girl who go to sweep. Alright. Yeah, Omaniki is another good game. All good, man, welcome, and we go through weird dreams. Yeah, welcome to the stream. That includes everybody who is here at the moment, to everybody who will be here in the future, to everybody who will subscribe in the future, to everybody who will subscribe yesterday or a few days ago or even several years ago, like when I first started the channel. Frog time. Yes, it is indeed frog time. This is where the frog excels, opening the door for us and being a huge help within the mirror room puzzle. But yeah, this way the tragedy, yeah. But when does an RPG Maker horror game end lovely? Like RPG Maker horror. The horror aspect gives away that it's not going to be a pleasant time for everyone. Maybe probably the antagonist will be the only one that will be have a lovely time. Let's see. Rearrange. And we're gonna bop you on. Goody good. We're gonna push this plant. No, not that way. I'm glad I didn't go to like an edge of the room or something like that. Over here. And then cake on the table. I finally got a friend of mine to fall in the RPG Maker rabbit hole. Yep. Welcome to like a few weeks of your life absorbed away just discovering a lot of different games. Firstly, the OG games and then other games which are not as well heard of. Like, let's say, Aria Story and Midnight Train. You should definitely check out those two different games. One of them's horror, but one of them's more dark and gruesome. Welcome to... What do you mean, hell? This is great. This is heaven right now. I'm having the time of my life. Oh, we need to activate the mechanic first. Okay. It's not just off memory, it needs to be a mechanical thing as well. We've literally interacted with the game itself in order to actually get through the game. Rather than just trying to go off your own memory, right? Right, push it. Right, Umaniki is a nice game with, like, a lot of spinners. Yep, Umaniki is a lovely game with a lot of fan games. I would say Dot Flow is one of my favourites. Ultraviolet. Re-In, that's another one. That's a beautifully artistic one. Talk. Today is the 5th anniversary of Where was it really? Well, it would have been really ironic if we mysteriously picked that game, which is within my box of games to play. Sadly, none of my friends interested in RPG games, so yeah, I'm just chilling by myself. Dot Flow is so scary. Yeah, it's basically like Umaniki, but just really horrified. And happy birthday to Endwell. I need to give it a look to see. Just a precaution about Endwell, it's one of those really dark RPG Maker games, so if you're like sensitive to certain like sensitive topic, then I suggest not playing the game. Or I'd say a good bridge is watching somebody play it, just so that you're not alone within the very dark and gruesome experience. Right, we need to tear this note off. Yeah, I would say games like Endroll, Blank Dream, Dreaming Mary, they all have a... Oh, on Twitter they're celebrating with fan arts. Oh, lovely! Lovely dovely. Welcome to the stream, Fallen Angel. One of my favourite RPG Maker games is Pocket Mario. That's another very good game. Like, very mysterious, but also as well, it didn't really have many questions to the game itself, in which when a game was presented, I swear I could use some spooks, need some inspiration for my own projects. It feels like I played it a few days ago, 5th anniversary, oh god, yeah, like 5 years, that's like 1,000 and something days. I can't quite do the math right now. Let's see, dodge the knife in here, the singular knife. Right, we're not going to read anything else anymore. We're just going to go through the game. Right, hungry. Yep, the snake is hungry. Right. Something's on the other side. Listen closely. You hear something big slithering. Do nothing. We're going to put the frog in the window. Force it in. Right. There's like, yeah, there's a lot of them. 500 RPG Maker years. throughout the years of RPG Maker games, there's been a lot of them. Right, we need a stuffed frog. Yep. Take that. Sorry, stuffed frog. But even more sorry to a real-life frog that will be sacrificed eventually. Instead of a stuffed frog. And... ah, yeah, many games are more than 10 years old now. Yep. They sure are. Does it make you feel old when a particular game from your childhood reaches a certain age and think, gosh, I'm really old too? Alright, the frog is reluctant. Force it in, hell yeah. Sometimes you just gotta force it in, folks. Like Danganronpa. I've never played that game. Or the games. God, it must make me feel ancient. I'm withering away as we speak. Damn, I feel so old. You're not old. Age is just a number. Right. Listen closely. You hear nothing. You feel nothing. I'm not going to say the next part. I was about to say you are nothing. But that's bad. That's really mean. Froggy. At all. Internals of a froggy. Really? You definitely should. I recommend. I think it's kind of like Persona, where it has like a lot of difficulties trying to play the game or stream the game, just because of the amount of copywritten stuff that's like throughout the game and stuff like that. But I think you open that up and then... oh, I still don't know. One eye. Which one of these is it? I don't want to go back. Like, that's the thing. I just don't want to go back. Like, which one of these is it? You should play DR games, they're so cool. Like, I've forgotten which one of these mouths are the one in which you go through. Like, one... like... They're all open. There's not a single one where the mouth isn't... where there's only one eye open. Alright, let's go through the middle one. Okay, thank goodness for that. Alright, I should check out Danganronpa games one day. But just the one with no eyes. They've all got eyes, look at that! Look, there's no eyes. There's no eyes in the mirror. We need to give the reflection eyes. Right, play the music box with... what do I play the music box with? A teacup. They all have eyes, though. That's the problem. Read. We'll go back, but we need to go back in the game anyways. As such, Ellen became a witch. Strange creatures dwelled in the witch's house. Ironic, because the name of the game, the witch's house. She enjoyed talking with them, but they could not warm Ellen's heart, because they lacked human hearts. One day, Ellen made a request. I want a human friend. In his black cat form, he assented. However what? Hi there, Jack in the Box. What have you got? And reach inside, and we're going to get our hand trapped in there, and we're going to eventually die of blood loss. Little balls. Got brown eyes. Lovely. Alright, we may have eyes, but we don't want to give these particular eyes to the mirror. Otherwise, we will die. Right. A small music box, its key is missing. We'll play anyways. We'll play it anyways. We need to do something else first. Damn it. Alright, welcome to... let's begin from the beginning of the game. Danganronpa, and your turn to die made me cry my eyes out. Ah, yes, but great gaming experience. Yeah, poof. Poof goes the gun, and poof goes our chances, for goodness sakes. I needed to do something else first there. Like I needed the key first, but here we go again. Nope, it doesn't take 1 hour to start the game. Damn Midori. Alright, let's look in here. Look inside the log. Something's laying inside the log. Right, we've got the thing from the log. We'll cut the roses, and from there, we'll be able to go through this hedge. Like, I just knew straight up that I was missing something. That was my fault. There was a cat, a strange cat. He had a black cap and a human friend. Another cat had a mask. A gas mask. No, he's got a... here we go again on our own. On the only road we've ever known. At least that one's early on. I didn't go enough tiles to the left or right. He had a human head as well. Nope. Viola no longer has a head. It's been squished. 10 likes. Hell yes. 10 more than I expected. Gosh, it's humid. Just curious what other Ludo and visual novels or RPG Maker games you played. Love Esquire is one of them. Floofstruck is another, in which some parts I had to censor. RPG Maker games, I haven't really played any of that kind of area. Like, I've only played a very few games on for YouTube which kind of cover those kind of areas. Mermaid Swamp, if you count that, because there was one scene where you exit out of a bath and etc, etc. Rin Yamazaki had to be censored at some point. Come to a room, they stare at me in a weird way as if they're going to... It's just from the comment before that it's just so out of hand now. Out of hand, I mean. Right. Take teddy bear. There we go, down there. Right. Get the scissors. Like, it's really embarrassing to die by that toy box because somehow I knew I was missing something, but I still proceeded through it anyways. We need to get a particular key first. I think it was a key from the piano, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, we need some music sheet. And then, before that, we needed to retrieve a music sheet from the snake. Right, there you go. It's just really humid right now, so if I'm feeling a bit lethargic, more lethargic than usual, that's just because it is quite warm here. Like, it's been like 23, 24 degrees throughout the entire day. And for those who are thinking, 23, 24 degrees centigrade, that's cold. I'm from the UK, and these sort of temperatures are not normal at all. Like, 20 degrees at the very most is cool, but anything else above that, nah. We don't want to remove that. Okay. Lucy lend a hand. Oh, I feel that heat humidity kills me every time. Gosh. Yeah, I just can't stand it. I can't... Okay, we'll do nothing. We need to give the limbs to this. Like, there's just no escaping the heat and humidity. Well, I think there is one way, but that means the end of life itself. Right, done that, and then... Right, I've forgotten how many times we've died now. I hate heat, autumn and winter again. Yeah, I prefer those seasons. Like, my favourite season is autumn, just because it's the furthest away from summer. Right, when it starts cooling down, it's not dirty, okay? I mean, they want to attack me. Concentrate. Concentrate on the game, Flare. Not in the chat. Although, continue chatting, by the way. If I can do this while concentrating on chat, then it's an extra chance in completion. Do this on extra mode, no saving, but I'm also looking at the chat at the same time. Like, that's definitely an achievement in itself. Like, I try to do Purgatory to Demonic mode as well. I really can't stand hot weather, like I'm just melting, my head hurts so much. Yeah. Like, no amount of ice creams can cure this heat. And it's only going to get worse from here on out. Like, it's only June. We've got a good 3 months more of hot weather. You should do a compilation of the depths of this playthrough. No, I'm not even local recording. I would have to, like, download the stream itself and then go through this again and stuff like that. Like, I've already done, like, a no save I've done a video already where I try to do that exact thing. Hold on, let me try and find the video itself on my channel. Let's see, YouTube Studio. Then we're going to go to the Witches House. If I can spell house correctly, not spell it as hop. Right. Right, here is a video where I attempted to do this exact challenge, but I got through the entire like process, and then when I got to the end, like, now I've had enough of trying to go through this entire game again. I'm just gonna save at the very last hurdle, like when the last chasing happens. What? By the way, I don't like cold weather, but summer here is terrifying. We got to 42 Celsius. Nah, the better be what dry heat. Zachary Z. 40 degrees Celsius. Just want to shorten them. How are you still alive? Is there anything you get from doing this without saving? Size bragging. I think most of it is just bragging rights. So, this is kind of like a compilation that I did when the game initially came out on Steam, and when we go through the extra mode and stuff like that. Like, if you check that out after the stream's finished, then you'll be able to see the frustration that I had when trying to go through that. Right. Coughs up. What did I say earlier about spamming off-related stuff? It's fine, though. But just don't entirely swarm the chat with off-related stuff. Put in basket. Ooh, yep, intrigue. Oh, it's too big to fit. I forgot we've got to cut up its limbs and stuff like that. Always remember, when you get a teddy bear, cut its limbs up so you can proceed through the house. The maximum temperature here is 31-35 degrees Celsius, I think. I tried, like, it got to, like, I think the hottest it's been in the UK that I've experienced is 38 degrees centigrade. And it fell on a Wednesday. And before the pandemic and all that, I used to do kickboxing twice a week rather than once a week now. And when it was 38 degrees, I was one of a few crazy ones that decided, let's go to class today and see what would happen. What would be the worst that happened? Well, I got through my entire flask of orange squash in the first set of exercises. Like, no joke. He hungry. But it doesn't make the situation better. Exactly. Makes me tempted to add some sort of bonus secret if you get through my game without saving once. Yeah, it's kind of like, that would be quite hard to do, actually. Like, try and encrypt that within the game. Like, oh, I see that you haven't even saved in the game at all. Let me give you a nice little secret as an award or something like that. Like Purgatory 2 Demonic Mode, that is entirely bragging rights if you get through that game. And that's just not getting through the game, that's just getting through the game in general. Because with that game in itself, you can't even save. Like, there's Purgatory 2, the normal game, and there's the Demonic Mode, which we've already streamed, but also done a successful run through the game itself. Like, I've probably been on that particular mode of a game 1,000 times or something like that. And aside from one attempt, I died a lot. Right, silver key. If we try and go through that door without putting the silver key in here, then we die. Put key in soup. Oh, I forgot. Look at the chat. See you later, Jane Doe. Have a lovely dinner. Whatever it may be, have a lovely dinner. If it's coconut, though, then I don't know how people can eat coconut. Coconut is like my least favourite. Do you play any gacha games? No, I don't. In a ways. I've never really played games like Genshin Impact. Like, a friend of mine recommended the game, but some of those games are like pay to win anyway. So it's like you don't even need to play through the game in order to get like very good skills and stuff like that. You just need to pay the game in order to win the game, which I find just so incredibly dodgy. Like Call of Duty, for example, that's a pay to win, despite people saying that's not a pay to win. But they're kind of like anime-esque games in a way. Take this. Book of Death. Right. Flare. As a reminder, do not read the Book of Death. Like, for the rest of the attempts, what I want somebody to do is, every time we pick up the Book of Death, do a reminder where you tell me to not read it. Like, the best gacha games are the ones that don't rely on... Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay, this is one of the few times where death is almost certain. There we go. Oh no, we went to the right bit too late there. But we need to wait just a bit. We need to wait just a little bit. Just an incy-wincy little bit. Otherwise, if you just go to the right immediately when you go up, the skeleton will actually follow you around. Now that's no good. Right. This is probably attempt 8 or something like that. The skull doesn't go squish. We were stomped by the skull. Oof. Run ruined by JPEG. It's not just a fact, but it's a skull, but it's a JPEG. Or it could be a PNG. Things like Figio, Grand Blue, Azure Lane Girls, Frontline, or Arknights. So they're all like gacha games. Let's see. Sorry if you're looking for a person who is perfect at this game. But at the same time, there is no such thing as somebody who has done this challenge flawlessly on their very first attempt. Especially if you're new to extra mode. Skull.jpg. I got mounted by JPEGs. I think that's for like the painting part of the game where painting chases you. Like, then you could literally say that I've got mounted by a JPEG. Put in basket. Right, I got mounted by a JPEG in a JPEG. I almost got squished by a JPEG. Right. When we get to the book, remind me not to read the Book of Death. I don't care who it is. Teddybear.kra. I've never heard of that file name before. Flare.exe has stopped working. Critter file. I've not heard of a critter before, unfortunately. Let's see, go through here. That lady has done what she's needed to do. Right, get the key from here. Pick up the key. Put the key in the soup. Some things do not work as they intended to be. Something else serves as that function. Right, the key turns black in the soup. Oh, drawing program, okie dokie. Like, I'm trying to find a alternative to Adobe Photoshop just because it's simply so expensive every year. But like other software, the format of the software itself just looks too different to be comfortable with. Like, there's free ones and then there's ones which are one-time payments. Cool. Who would dare try to escape from there? And I think if we try to interact with that skull while it's still within its case in this mode of the game, I think we definitely do die. Right. Give you that. And I think of this game, correct me if I'm wrong, when obviously you do save throughout the game and stuff like that, the more deaths, or the more kind of deaths that you see, the more entries of the witch's house are opened up in the library there. Don't read. Put book on shelf. Down, and then there we go. Oh, that's quite handy actually. Go furthest to the south and then go up. I love how finding out the poisonous status of the soup controls a door. How does this lady navigate her own house? I need to use the bathroom, but I need to solve 3 other puzzles to unlock it. And somebody else needs to do those unlocking puzzle stuff anyways. I can never trust Luigi. Never even trust him in the first place. I know that he told me. Okay. Give us the thing to the tarantula. It may not be able to see colors, but surely it can sniff if it's a... Wait, hold on. Oh, we didn't even grab the we didn't even grab the plastic one. Thank goodness I put the real one back. Actually, like if we go too far away from the thing without attaching the model one, then you're certain to be doomed. Alright, take that. Then we need to put that one on there. There we go. It may not be... It's not daft enough, obviously. It knows. Let's see. You heard something unlock. Excellent. Right. We've gone past this particular scenario of the game again. Righty-ho. So... We're past the point of the game which I'm scared of, because we've passed it. Like, the skull is one portion I'm not liking. There's one where it's below the fireplace, which I'm not liking. The poisonous hallway I'm not liking. At least you don't gotta betray the little butterfly. Yeah, you can't betray the little butterfly, but unfortunately you gotta betray the little froggy. You gotta betray the predator of the butterfly, which is the frog. Like, frogs eat insects, don't they? Credits for Witch's House. Alright, it's time to do this again. Right, push. Oh no, I'm sorry. Every single time we have to restart the game, we have to sacrifice a froggy again. But I'm telling you, it's for the greater good. No, the butterfly is not a spectre. It is a wonderful, pure being that's not made by the forces of evil. Froggy as froggy. Let's see, that's stuck in place. Cake there. Yeah, put the cake there. Then twist that around. Then put the silver fork there. Yes, I'm so sad by remembering most of these sort of stuff. I've got to rearrange this actually. Gotta do it again actually. Gotta do the left side. There we go. That's just perfect symmetry. Aside this portion over here. Push that. Plate as cake. No, well, imagine like a plate, but it literally is a cake. And then you put a bit of cake on top of that one, and you're wondering why your fork goes through the plate. Guess what? Extra cake. Wasn't there that meme at some point where literally everything is cake? Like, it was something really funny and stuff like that. I've forgotten like which month that meme spawned from. Like, where everything is cake. You see this hand right here? This hand is cake. Knife that turns everything into cake. That would be one magnificent knife, but also that would put bakers out of business. Like, imagine a knife that could turn anything into cake. Oh no, everything is cake! Indeed. You see the microphone that I've got right now, which allows you to see me? Yeah, that's made out of cake. I don't know how the wires are in it. Knife itself is cake. Yep. Oh, dearie me. Right. Sit. And then... Oh, we haven't done something. What have we not done? Oh, we forgot to tear this off. Oh, we forgot to put the frog on there, actually. Put the frog here. And then... tear off. No. Don't cut my caddies, especially border. People are strange creatures. Indeed they are. But do you know what? In the strangeness of people is what makes up their individuality. Like, without you, there would be not another person with your combinations of skills and stuff. You heard something unlock. Lovely. Hello, Ellen. Hello, antagonist of this. Well, no, actually, you're not the antagonist. I think the Black Cat's the antagonist. Like, Ellen became the antagonist as soon as she succumbed to the wishes of the Black Cat, the demon. Stuff like that. But I always feel like Ellen is another victim in this tale. Like, if it wasn't for her mysterious illness, then A, put Frog in window. But Frog is reluctant. Nah, but Frog does not want to do that. But Frog does not want to go for the window. But Frog is more intelligent in extra mode. It does not want to be eaten by said snake. Got a stuffed frog. Look, Uno, I don't want you to be updated at this point in time. You're monitored by Ubisoft, one of the most rubbish companies that there is when it comes to servers. When you disconnect, it's not down to the game, it's down to the game servers. That goes across a lot of Ubisoft games. Catch! Catch the frog. Right, put the frog... Right. Oh dear. Let this be the last time that we sacrifice you, frog. Please, let this be the last time. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, chat. I don't want to sacrifice a frog again and again and again. I feel like a horrible person. But the snake is hungry. The frog is reluctant. Go in it. Force it in there. There we go. Force the frog through the hole. Lovely. 12 people have liked this stream so far. 12 more people. I like how people are like, yeah, robots and androids are kind of scary. But then they're like, oh yeah, let's make a realistic cake or something and freak out other. Okay. It's like the companion cube all over again. The companion cube is from Portal, isn't it? Please be the lost froggy. Yep. Please let it be the last time. Right, open door. Yes, open it. Right. Let that be the last time, froggy. Yes, you can stare at me with those red eyes and that red stomach. Red insides. Alright, you stare that way. If we're going through this portion of the game and we're literally on this row, and if we go through here, that cat statue will literally kill us. So that's why we do it like that. Right. There we go. And it's the middle one. So somebody said that... No, every single one of their eyes are open. Every single one of them are open. I'm not sure why someone says that one of them has 0 eyes open. But it's always the middle one. The middle one of the set. It's a set. They always come and say this. Right. Now that we know not to spin the toy box before getting the key for it. Play the music box with. Yeah, play the music box with something. Right. You get out of there. Get out of there, you. And then, right. I just want to give that jack-in-the-box, or remains of it actually, to a cat to play with. Distract it so that it never torments Ellen again. Right. Brown eyes are not for you. They are for something else. Don't you dare shoot me while I try. Oh, the brown eyes are for you, actually. Insert eyes. I remember now. And then... the woman spat out something. Yeah, oh, we need the soldier key. We need the soldier key. The soldier key is important. Let's see. Put the soldier key in here. Right. We need that to continue playing. Right. Thank you. You're there. Please do not shoot me. Please do not. That's what ended us when we got to the furthest point of this game last time. Right. I need you to... small hole in the back. Right, we need to put the soldier key in there. We need to twist you to... the left. And then another left. And another one. And another one. We're in the right this time. To shoot. There we go. The door's broken. A doll carrying... sorry, a soldier doll carrying a gun. Can we take the key out of it so it no longer operates? Okay, maybe not. Daft idea. Blue eyes score. Let's see. Rotten pumpkin. We're going to hit it. And it's gone down. Yeah, in chase scenes, we can't interact with blood puddles and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's going to be bad for us. Hit. And in here, there exists a piece of paper. Because obviously, a perfect piece of paper exists in a rotten pumpkin. Fear? Fear is our middle name. But we do not embrace it. For we do not allow fear to embrace us. Eyes below the unlit light. Blue eyes score. Hell yeah. 1-0. 1 to flare. 0 to death. Right, unlit light. So that is the lamp in here. Because it is a lamp that should be bright, but it's not lit on. Turned on. There's a piece of paper under the table. Inside the white receptacle. Good, so... not you. Not you. Look, cutlery. Would you stop breaking every time I go past, okay? What kind of cutlery are you? One that jumps out of your seat. Right. Inside the large black box. So you talking about the piano? Because that in itself is a large black box. Alright. Inside the rotten head. Thanks. So we end up back at the beginning. This receptacle is impure. Not everything needs purification, you know, buddy. Oh dear. Right, you spotted something under the paper. You got blue eyes. Excellent. We've got said eyes. Right. Where do these blue eyes go? I don't think they're for you. Something tells me they're not for you. Okay, this the first part of the game I'm a bit confuffled as to what we need to do. Like, which slot do we put the blue eyes in? I don't think... Sorry, Viola's eyes are green. Need not play. Alright. Oh, and something rotten. Green eyes are X, it's smeared out. The brown eyes are in the red box. Red eyes are in the unseen one. If I do this wrong and I die, then that's going to be bad. I think the red eyes are for you, so the blue eyes are for you. Hold up. Blue eyes were sucked into the painting. Right. You see a white sheet stuck in the crack. Try and pull it out. Nope, 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 nope. You have to do that. And if we interact with the pumpkin puddle, we're going to die. There we go. Because the pumpkin would eventually catch up with us. Yep. All of them have their eyes open. Don't want to interact with that. One time my sister made a comic. Gotta go for a sec. Okay, see you in a little bit. Bond. One of those. Right. For those who have a phobia of snakes, this is not the area for you. Because we're going to have a slivery time in here. Let's see a white piece of paper. Pick it up. Vader. No. Get away. Get away, snake. Slivery snake. How we're doing for time. Cool. Okay. That's lovely. And it gives us a little preview of the door, which we can go through now. Good. Rather than going through it the first time, there'll be a mystery. Right. Music sheets. This is where we need to concentrate. Sneaky snake. Like sheet music. Play sheet music. And then we do not play. Excellent. Now what we have to do is look out for a silhouette that spawns on one of these things. Like you. No, you need to be invisible enough so I can interact with you. Oh, there's you. Yay! Someone is offering something to you. Accept it. You just casually got a pair of red eyes on you. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. But then again, when does a game make any perfect sense? Yeah, the music is calming. Like, it's a good choice of music there. It's a nice, calm music for a very horrifying scenario. It's like two really good dualities there. There's something calm in a very, very horrifying scenario. It's like, I don't know, playing some really, really calming classical music when you're in a haunted house. It doesn't really fit the tone, but I prefer it that way. Okay, insert red eyes. Push in the red eyes. And the door is open. Lovely. Righty-ho. Let's see. Spoiler alert. Ellen's father, Ellen's mother. Answer my questions. Nod. Let's see. Who tried to abandon? Abandon is mother. Who didn't look at? The father. Who loved Ellen? Mother. Who exed? Meet you again. And... oh, both actually. Who brought something here? You did. And by the way, this does not count as interacting with a black cat because this is a necessity to getting through the game. My last question. Who am I asking you these questions? You are the house's will. You're not a sick cat, a sick girl, or a demon, or a devoured human. Because then you wouldn't be able to talk. You're the house's will. Correct. And your eyes fell out. So, Ellen's mother's has green eyes. The same as Viola has. Say free. Scot-free now. Right. Right. Where's the soldier? The soldier is nowhere to be seen. Excellent. Right. Mirror. I can finally give you the correct eyes. Yay. If you give her the incorrect eye color, she literally just grabs you and you die. You disappeared from the mirror. What do you mean I disappeared? It disappeared. What dislike? What the hell? Then again, there's always that one person who always dislikes whatever you do. No matter what you do, they just leave a dislike because they have nothing better to do with their lives. Door opened. And... hell yeah. Go through here, and let's look at the story. The story was a girl. Ellen made him a request. I want a human friend. In his black cat form, he assented. However, Ellen didn't see it. She didn't see the hideously evil smile that crept up on his face. The following pages are all torn up. Lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. Right. Talk to the sobbing woman. Irene, I can't find it. Who interrupted our performance? How dare you? Right, this room is all done for. Right, a fireplace. Look inside. And for one of the following next puzzles, we need to listen out. Descend. We're nearly there. What's even funny is that I have an Eisen OC named Ellen. She's mute. Alright, we're going to do this preemptively. We're just going to go around and try and break as many of these floors as possible, so that when it comes to the chase itself, we're not surprised and lose time. Don't even need to go to this part of the game, but I'm still doing it anyways. And this also goes across to the final chasing as well, I believe. Although I think some of them would only spawn when you actually do the chasing itself, which is bad. Righty-ho. Pot is boiling. We're going to stop the fire. And then... look. A metal pot. Pot. Thoroughly used. Smell. Smells odd. Doesn't do much for your appetite. Open lid. Use a nearby cloth to pull off the cover. Can we keep the cloth for self-defense? Search inside. You wouldn't dare do that with your bare hands. I wonder if the game would actually do that to us on the extra mode, where if we put our hand inside, we would literally singe our hands. Look. The boiling soup is filled with black sausages and sickly looking cabbage. Smell. Smells like rotting pig guts. Delicious. Do nothing. Don't you dare close the door on me. Do you know who I am? Do you know how many adventures I've done throughout this particular expedanza? Right, talk. Right. You remember that lady from earlier? One with a knife? Yeah, she's coming back. We need to go somewhere to hide. Right. Middle of these pile of skeletons. And you come in here. Right, shank. Not yet. Not yet. There we go. You left. Exit. We can escape now. If we leave too soon, then she would kill us as well. Sorry, man. I had to alert your position for my own good. Right, bloody chopsticks are stuck between the ribs. Now, take the clue between the ribs. Not anywhere else on the body. Don't just stick it somewhere random. Unless that random place is, of course, the ribs. Right. Got them chopsticks. Search inside. Yash. Just crawl into a pile of bones is fine. Yes, perfectly fine. They're not going to suspect you whatsoever because they're just looking at dead things anyways. Got a pig ring. Right, skeleton. I see you there. I'm coming back with your ribs. Not that you're alive and can do anything with your ribs anyways. But anyways, go here. Put the golden chopsticks here. Put back the golden chopsticks. We're going to put them in the eye socket. Not really, ribs. Hello, Venus Improbable Dream. Thank you for coming to the stream itself. We're playing the Witch's House, but we're not saving throughout the game, and we're playing the extra mode of Witch's House MV, which is a more difficult version of the game. And we're making it even more difficult by not saving at all. Hello, Skull. The pizza man. Pizza is me. Don't you do that. Right. Not going to interact with you. As much as I want to interact with you, Black Cat, we can't do that. Otherwise, we're breaking the challenge of no saves. Right. Hello, Venus. Right. I think I remember the route of this. Go, over. And then. What the? I was in there. I interacted with it. What was with the delay? Oh, that is horse rubbish right there. I was at the fireplace. I tried to interact with C, but guess what? I couldn't go into the fireplace because of that lady. Oh, for goodness sakes. I think I know what I did wrong there. I went left too far. And therefore, when the floor broke, it gave enough time for that lady to then enter in and stuff like that. Yeah, absolute garbo. Yeah, these things happen. Like, that's probably the one death which is like, I think is unfair. Let's start again. Yep. Sorry to all those who've... Poor frog later on. If we get that far, that is. And that is if we get that far. Right, we've got about another... Hello, Vison Li. Welcome to the stream. We are playing the Witch's House MV today. But we're not just doing this game. We are trying to go through this game without saving on extra mode. Which means we've been... I think we've... I don't know... Oh, for goodness sakes. I've lost count of how many times we've failed so far. What game am I playing? I'm playing The Witch's House MV. The Witch's House being one of the most iconic games of all time when it comes to RPG Maker games. But also this is like a more refined version of the game. Like higher graphics, made in a updated engine, although JavaScript is much to be desired. Like I had like a bug with my PC, like the graphics of the game itself were frozen. And at one point, hey Flare, are you familiar with the Fate series? Like Fate Order? Something like that? Like, I've heard of it, but I haven't really played it. I may sleep soon, I'm feeling sleepy. Well, if you're feeling sleepy, then you gotta sleep. When you're hungry, you gotta eat. When you're thirsty, you gotta drink. The Witch's House, Mad Father, Miso are trailblazers of this genre. They definitely are. You can also add like Ebe in there, and Umaniki, Mermaid Swamp, but Strange Men series, Paranoiac. I'm surprised Ebe hasn't gotten a remaster to compete. So to complete the trifecta of classic RPGs. Some games just don't need a remaster, to be honest. I would say Ebe is also... Oh, Ebe is an OG. Ebe is also an OG. Like, it's one of those ones where, like, PewDiePie played it, Markiplier played it, and obviously Manly Badass Heroes played it. Like, yeah, Ebe is good. I've played Blank Dream as well. That is another good one. Although I'd say that is also one of the more darker ones, like when it comes to theming and all that. And then behind, like, the family of Mishiro Usui, and the kind of, like, horrors that went on throughout the family. Oh, hello, IXDax. Welcome to the stream. Today's been rather good. It's been a rather hot day where I am. It's been like 24 degrees throughout the entire day, and the humidity has started to kick in. If I remember correctly, in the last update, there were new endings in Ebe. There was another section to Ebe, like an extra gallery, I believe, but I don't think there were other endings. Although I may be wrong about that. Like, there was like an unofficial version of Ebe, which is called 26 degrees here and there. Ouch. It's 24 degrees where I am, and I'm finding that hot enough for me. Like, if I was close to London, then it'd probably be like close to 30. Yesterday, too, here in Switzerland, like 25, 26 degrees. Yeah, the heat is really starting to get into countries in Europe. But not only is it hot, but it's also humid. And that, I think, is really annoying about the hot seasons, is also the humidity. Like, I think the humidity is worse than the heat. But I think both of them combined together is so horrific. Especially, and I think this is something that is not an unpopular opinion, is when you're trying to sleep at night. Like, you're trying to sleep there, you've got as little amount of cover on you as you can, but you still need some kind of cover so that you still have that kind of aspect of, like, sleeping. But it's just, yeah. I really want to finish games that I started, but I just don't have time. Then what are you doing watching me? I'm just kidding. Thank you. Take this. Right, we've got a Book of Death. Right, reminder, do not read the Book of Death. Yeah, I hate the heat. And it's just started raining. I kind of just want to run around in it to cool down. I understand what you mean. Goodness sakes, finally some coolness. Right, don't read. Put book on shelf. I've got a fan, but I've yet to get it out. Like, I need like a humidifier or something like that if I want to make my room cool, but there's just like a few £100, and I don't want to spend that kind of money on just making the room cool. But I may actually do that if I get desperate enough. If it reaches like the 30s, then I just cannot put up with that kind of heat. Right, we forgot the plastic butterfly. The butterfly that allows us to do things like you. And if people are wondering why I'm not interacting with the black cat, there's an additional piece of dialogue at the very end of the game where if you interact with a black cat, then A, it's not dead, but also it gives you just some bit of extra dialogue. But it's also for bragging rights, just to say, like, I've completed the game without saving. Alright, stick the model on there. Good. Alright, don't get eaten up by the tarantula. Like, in England, or the UK in general, like, parts of the southwest of the country and parts of Wales have had some rain, also some thunderstorms as well. And that's another reason why I don't like summer. Thunderstorms. I hate them. Like, it borderline makes me jump every time I try and sleep. For everyone who doesn't like hot weather and when it's humid, drink lots of black tea. Okay. Okay. Like, when I originally heard that drinking a hot drink makes you cool, I'm thinking, what the hell are you talking about? But it makes you perspire, and the perspiring makes you cooler. It cools down your body. Like, when it's summer, I wish I was in a fantasy world where I was an elementalist and I summoned the element of ice, and I could just cool myself off every time it is summer. But also, when it's too cold, then obviously the contrary, heat myself up. But I'd use that side of a tree far less. Like, push. He didn't do anything. Right, I need to put the frog here. Like, this is probably the sad part of me, remembering, like, all of the different puzzles that are within here that you need to remember in order to progress through the game. Like, some people will be spending, like, a lot of time trying to fathom out what to do here. Like, I am the guide. Speaking of, like games like this, what other content creators do you also enjoy watching who play these similar kind of games? Just interested in general. Let's see. Okay, let's interact with this. Push! That. But this doesn't work. You hear the woman in the painting sigh. Listen. Just where's she gone this time? She's gone downstairs, and she's had enough of you. But I'm glad that long corridor has disappeared. The one with all those flying knives. Like, who set up this house anyways? Must be some sort of mad woman. Or witch. Yeah, go back upstairs. People have only played the original game of Witch's House. That's not a puzzle, I remember. And that is correct. This is not the normal version of the game. This is in fact a more difficult version of the game, which has additional puzzles, and the puzzles that you know have... Yeah, Manny Badass Hero is like the predominant one. Like, his channel has been absolutely skyrocketing off throughout the past year or so. It's like probably tripled in the amount of subscriber count. And I'm really happy for him, but at the same time, where's my bit of luck? Like, I play like similar games, not exactly the same games, but similar games. Right, here we go, over here. Wait, we gotta rip off a piece of paper first. Like, when people think of like RPG Maker games, like Manny Badass Hero is probably the first name that's propped up. Not like me or Chris Kane or Christy Nicola or MAMJ Let's Play. It's always Manny Badass Hero. At the risk of being cliche, it was Markiplier that introduced me to the most... Do you know what? He was the first one as well. Actually, I was watching Misao, actually, just as a game to look at. And I was thinking, this looks rather interesting. Also, kind of like the story structure in a way. Like it's the simplicity of that kind of game and all that. He's not the most dedicated, but yeah, he does like more mainstream games and also just random stuff here and there. Like, one of his most recent videos was literally about testing out different Canadian maple syrups. Like, of all things, maple syrup. Then again, he is in Canada at the moment. Put a frog in the window. Let's see. Like, the frog does not want to go in there. We cannot grab the frog. Take. I watched Blank Dream by Markiplier. That was great. Yeah, it took him like about a year to do the last episode, and I think that was related towards the fact that one of his closest friends suddenly passed away from that, and that's really sad. Oh my god, I just remembered, from the very last live I joined, I don't know when it was, maybe last week, I started one drawing I once mentioned. Oh, thank you so much. Like, honestly, that's really cool. Thank you so much for starting that. Like any kind of fan art, it doesn't matter the quality of the fan art itself. Like, it doesn't matter whether if it's a stick figure or something that is highly detailed, or anywhere in between, or anywhere that's not a stick art, or something beyond a stick art. It doesn't matter about your own personal perception of the quality itself. It's the fact that you've put the time in that to create something for somebody else. It's wonderful. Thought it in. As I say, when it's it comes to giving a gift, it's the thought it counts, not how much you spent on it or how much time you put into it. Open door. Yes, ready. Let this be the last time we sacrifice this frog. Again. Right. You see this right here? If we walk through here, right now on this row, past that cat, we will die. That's why we have to go down here and go through here. So that we, a toppled cat statue, don't die. We don't get crushed by it. And one of those is not like the others. One of them is an imposter. Alright. Actually, don't go in there. Open that up first and then go in it. I believe that's how it goes anyways. This poor froggy deserves better, yes. Yeah, it certainly does. What did it deserve? What did it do to deserve such a horrible death? Goddamn witch. Then again, if it wasn't for all of this, then it wouldn't be such a tragic game. Like, tragic events, stuff like that, we don't want in our lives, but at the same time, the game itself wouldn't have the gravity behind it if it wasn't for all of these sacrifices, for all of the hardships and the dark events that happened. Also, as well, just to make it a bit harder, I'm looking for the true ending, not the normal ending. Honestly, I grew up watching Manly. I don't remember the others that I'm watching. Kind of forgot their names. Yeah, some people move on to other games. Like, RPG Maker games aren't the most popular, and I think in a way, and I'm not going to try and sound very mean towards a particular individual, but Manny Badass here has kind of monopolized RPG Maker games, since like larger YouTubers don't really play them anymore. But he's like the man to go to. Gonna have to pop in and out of a stream between doing stuff. Good luck and don't die. Thank you very much, Venus Improbable Dream. Thank you so much for believing in me. Lovely, thank you. I still believe in you. I still believe you will come back to the stream. Sorry, I had to put that joke in there. But at the same time, it's not a joke. Like, their game literally put me into it. He's monopolized it because of a lack of competition. In a ways, but there's also the fact of other large streamers don't really look into these kind of games. Wine left. Like, it's only him, but also lots of smaller creators like myself looking at these games. And I still call myself a small content creator because, well, I am. After 6 years of 6,000 plus subscribers, I still count myself as a small subscriber, a small channel. But still. Anyways, what are we doing next? Oh yes, going through this door. I started watching Manny like a year ago. Before this, I watched I don't know how to pronounce that name. Winter and Macron 9.3. There are Russian YouTubers who plays RPG Maker games, but I found your channel. Ah, like some people, this is quite flattering. Like, they found me through recommended videos, and like, YouTube's recommended my videos. What the hell? That's brilliant. It's hard finding other RPG Maker Let's Players for some reason, or reviewers. Like, there's Manny, then like everyone else is either super small and not promoted by the algorithm or moved on. RPG Maker games are honestly the best. I love. Sorry, RPG games are the best. Yeah, there's a unique aspect of these kind of games that you just can't find in any other kind of genre or game type. Like the story and the interactions. I think mainly the story. And if your game doesn't have story, then the puzzles in themselves are the main focal point of the game. Like, if you've played a game called Bevel's Painting, you'll know what I mean, because there's quite a minimal amount of story in that game until like the very end, I believe. Same as this game, actually. Like, there's a very minimal amount of story, but I think parts of the story are shown throughout the game itself when you're playing it. Like reading the diary, for example. Like in the normal version of the game, you'll be reading it from the perspective of Ellen, because she's the one who wrote it in it. But in the extra mode, it's a third-person perspective. Arbiter Maker games are a special kind of thing because of how easy it is to make. It attracts artists and writers who otherwise wouldn't be able to make a game. The first channel with Arbiter Maker game videos I've watched was Manny Badass Hero, yeah. And I also like see people like saying like I should do like a video with him, but I feel like just the gap between us is just too huge to be able to like, well, I would benefit, but he wouldn't in a way. Oh, we're going to the black box, I believe. Like, I would love to do a collaboration with another YouTuber one day, but it's just like finding the time, and like every other YouTuber is in like another time zone, so difficult to do a time and stuff like that. Majority are either in America or I think a few are in Japan as well, I don't know. Like probably like the large... Oh, the rotten head, there we go. Spot something underneath the paper. I lost attention there. I think he'd benefit in the way of like shaking things up because like his stuff can get pretty samey. In a way, it's actually Phil, I've been watching your videos for a while to maybe a few years. It's just that I never really commented because of how shy I am. That's okay. But you know what you're doing well is that you're commenting on these live streams. So you're not shy enough to never actually comment at all in the first place. And I feel like breaking barriers little by little is a good thing. I mean, RPG games are so fantastic, amazing. It's so fun to make them like you have almost unlimited potentials of what you can do. Yeah, I think the only limitations are the engine itself of these games, because RPG Maker as an engine is quite limited as to like what you can do. Right, pull it out. Do not pull it out. Toy Soldier. Do not go over the, what's the story of the game? This game in particular, it's got quite a bit of backstory to it, which you can only find within a bit of PDF called The Diary of Ellen. And it literally explains one of the character's perspective of this scenario where a girl was born one day, but she has an unknown disease. But this disease has no cure for it. But there are ways to slow down the disease, but there's no cure for it. So when it goes about when the disease itself progressing, but time is never really on one side. Honestly, a few weeks ago I finally broke that wall down and said, F it, let's text in the live chat. But it's also as well, it gives you that kind of interactivity with the person, because it's like, it's more immediate feedback, whereas in like a pre-recorded session and then uploaded, I could be like away from the computer, so then I wouldn't be able to comment and stuff like that. But within the stream, I am here with you guys live, in real time, talking to you, stuff like that. I've realised as well, the more in the stream we've gotten into, the more we've progressed through the game, which is wonderful. Right, sheet music. It's a little damp though. Goodness sakes. Hopefully the piano does not deject the dampness of the sheet music. Right, play the sheet music. Do not play the sheet music. Need not play after all. The piano began playing itself. Hell yeah. Right, where is the silhouette that spawns? Yeah. Oh, not you. I think it's the second one that spawns in the middle of those 3 seats to the bottom. Oh, there we go. Oh, no! We missed out! They've got to be visible to take the item. They've got to be visible to take the item. No, damn it. Don't taunt me. Oh. Oh. They're somehow visible enough. I think it's also the location as well. But good for you for breaking that wall down, little by little. Don't try and rush and try and force yourself to break down a wall by... Also, welcome to the stream, Pokenaut EXP. If you try and rush through breaking a fear, then what you end up doing is... You're going to end up not breaking that fear at all if you try and break it all at once. You try to abandon the mother. Who didn't look at the father? Who loved the mother? Who exed? She exed both of them. Who brought her here? The cat here. Me, right? Yeah, it sure was. My last question. You are a tormented soul that lived here for hundreds of thousands of years. I've just made a bit of lore up. Fumi's like, how'd you figure that one out? And I'm like, just a random guess. Like, playing for these kinds of games, like, it's a joy to see people's comments, but it's also equally surprising to see comments from the actual developers of the game itself. It's like, thank you. Like, can you stand looking at your game one more time? But just from, like, another person's perspective. I have to add you're one of my favorite. Oh, thank you so much. And you are one of my favorite people here in the live stream. But also as well, you helped me within my Nightmare of Malini stream. Right, the door is now open. Hopefully we can get through that sequence this time. Right, open that up. Sobbing woman of a statue. If you try and interact with that crack too late, then you don't get the option of being able to break that crack. Therefore, you're missing a diary. And like I got a lot of people commenting on like lol, why didn't you go through that gap? Oh, you forgot to go through that gap. I'm like, what gap? The gap where the lady statue was, obviously. Like, okay. Ah, yes, me and my high IQ looking up a walkthrough. Oh dear. It's probably like playing Gartic phone and one of your friends has a tablet rather than using their mouse and then them denying that they've got a tablet. It's like, how are your drawings so good? I'm an artist, but I'm also using a tablet, baby. Like, do you really need to spend that amount of money just to play Gartic phone a little bit better? I'm joking. I don't get tablets, actually, like drawing tablets. I think drawing tablets are like the most anti-autistic friendly device to use when drawing. And like whenever I've drawn and then like stick figures at most, I have to use a mouse. I do not get drawing tablets in any sense of direction. I just think they're so complicated to use, and they're even more complicated to configure to like do what you want it to do. Open lid. We don't need to do anything else other than that. Just open the lid. I feel like as it gets later, the more humid it gets. Now, where were we? Oh yes, the skeleton pile. I'm not sure how many times we've failed. Probably double digits by now. But I never said it was going to be easy. Hello, hide in here. Thank you very much. Like, at this time of the day, it's definitely worked out much better for people turning up because, no, we're not going to exit. If I try to do this in the UK at the morning, then we just wouldn't get the audience that we have now. Like, I'll probably get, like, about 5 or 6 viewers at the very most, so that's concurrent viewers. Exit. But it's not about numbers at the end of the day, but I just, like, just always aim just to get a little bit more. I use a digital tablet for my drawings. It just feels natural in my hands instead of using a mouse. I did use mouse back then, but my hand was really hurting, so yeah. Like, I feel when artists get, like, wrist pains because they've been drawing so much, and it's okay to take a break. And I understand sometimes it's kind of like a job sort of thing where you draw for the sake of getting money on the table. But then again, that the job is also your passion at the same time. Like, not everyone has the wonderfulness of having a job, but you don't treat it as a job. You treat it as something that you love doing. And I find that's just a really wonderful thing to have. Like, a job is also something that you love doing, like ribs. I love the never mind option because it means that you're not certain for death. So I'm actually going to keep these. I'm not going to give them back. There's not even an option to give them back. Not even an option to keep them, I mean, sorry. Hello, Black Cat. You're generous to be there. You're not there in the normal version of the game. Right. Let's not muck this up this time. There we go. Okay, we did it that time. Yes! This is the furthest we've gotten in the game. Good, 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 excellent, fantastic. We've done it. We've progressed through. This is the furthest we've been in the game so far, ladies and gentlemen. Also, happy Pride Month as well, everyone. This is it. Thank you. You heard something unlock this door. The door opened. Yeah, buddy. We're not going to go back in there immediately. Right. In this mode, if you don't go to the right immediately, you will die. And that's no joke. No joke. That caught me out when I initially played this game for the first time. It caught me out. It caught me out real good. Right, play style. Some of these are not like the others. Flip a cloth over. It's a blue cloth. Pick up doll. And play style. And then flip a cloth over. We get a green one. We put the green doll on the green pedestal. Then we put the red doll from the purple one. Not gonna lie, that just jump scared me. Like, when it comes to jump scares, like, a lot of the times it's just gonna come without warning, because it's like, okay, we're up this portion of the game and there's this, oh, this section, oh no. Birds, greenery, yes, I understand. Like, there's so many opportunities here to die. Alright. A metal bird cage. I really don't like the sound of shattering glass, so yeah, I'm in the same boat actually. I don't like glass shattering, but the only reason why I didn't get spooked because I was expecting it. Look at him. Like, when you expect something, it defeats the surprise and some of the horror of it. A rope is keeping it tightly shut. Like, when it comes to anything horror, the most powerful tool is the unknown. Like, when you remove the unknown, you remove the horror. Or you remove the surprise of the horror. There we go. We got some linguistics about that. Yes, it's called linguistics. Right, reach inside. And nothing in there. Great. Water concealed time. Thanks for that. Good. Okay, they're all facing that way. Nice. They're all facing the way that they need to be. And you heard water running. Why are you running? Ah, yes. Favorite part. Sarcasm. We need sarcasm in our lives. Go over there. We don't want you. Hey, don't you shake. Don't you dare shake. I didn't tell you to shake. Wasn't this where, like, that big skull chases you? I remember I got so jump scared back there. Yeah, there's one of many occasions. And we're not interacting with those tadpoles. Like, in the normal version of the game, they give you a warning. Like, you can interact with them twice, and then the third time they swallow you up. In extra mode, they just swallow you up on the first interaction. So, no. No way. I remember there was, like, a, so that you can hold water in, I believe. That's what water's there for. Hello. How do you do? I'm not here to cause you any harm. Need something from me? Yeah? Well, I need nothing from you. Be silent. Ah, that's right, I must warn you. Do not disturb the Keeper of Time. He's not of this house, it would seem. Right, thanks for that. Righty-ho, we got ourselves a situation here. Okay, there's this clock. We don't want to interact with the clock because that means I would. Okay. Yeah, extra. This what mode is this again? This is called extra mode. And it's literally providing a bit of extra to the story of the game. You have such big arms. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I want somebody exit, girl. If somebody did, ah yes, we'd share some of our wonderful pollen. Thanks. Thanks for that. I imagine they have a posh, pompous voice. Ah yes. Welcome to the quarters of this realm of our mansion, our prestigious family. Listen. Just cut it up. Just uproot it. None of those are correct. There's another way. Hi, Skull. There it is. A small bone ball sits on the chair. Bone ball right there. Right. Then we're going to need to put some water in the bone ball. There we go. And then what we need to do is malfunction the grandfather clock within the next room so that that does something. Extra flowers and you'll what? Oh, what then? Pour water. Right, get out of the way. And, yeah, I might drop the ball, but at least the ticking has stopped. So, therefore, the tree is satisfied. Come to think of it, I don't hear that racket anymore. Good. Now I can sleep in peace. Rustle, rustle, rustle. The tree's leaves shook with satisfaction. Let's see, pick up. Tree branch. Isn't that just fantastic, ladies and gents? We got ourselves a stick. No, a branch. Not just a stick, a branch. Right. We need to do something with said branch. Oh. Wait, what do we need to do with the stick again? Oh gosh, now I'm kerfuffled. What do we do with said stick now? Oh, we need to reach for that, that's why. Dislodge the branch and we can get this candle. Oh no. Don't worry, we've got things under control. I just remembered. Okay. A lit candle. We'll take the candle. Ahem. You there. That's mine. Don't go touch it, please. Right. If we can't take it, then we'll just transfer the flame over. We're sharing in a way. Well, we need to burn the rope. Burn the rope from reality to fiction, so that fiction pours into reality. Right. Green candle, burn rope. Good. Let's see. Open cage door. Open the bird cage. Why are you not coming out of there? Fine, won't do anything. We'll give you the green candle. Hello, something invisible ate the green candle. Well, it is green anyways. The invisible thing flew away. Do you know what that is? There's a spectre right there. Not really. It's not a spectre. This is not off. This is TWH. Let's see. What have we got here? Oh yes, another scenario that I'm afraid of dying in. Right, I need to take this bottle. Take it. Right, anything in here? Nope, nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Right. The poison with colorless. Okay. Right. Bendable shoulder. Soldier, sorry. My soldier's shoulder. There was once a shoulder. Soldier, sorry. The soldier had made plans for marriage back home, but he was kept away by prolonged war. Upon finally returning home, the soldier's betrothed was nowhere to be found, and neither was their money. The soldier's fiancée had run off with it to marry another. God, today was such a bad day for me. I had 2 exams and one of them was really difficult. Yeah, I remembered having exams many years ago. Reading stops time. It does. It sure does. When you're too focused into the zone, time does stop. But it's a good thing that it does stop, otherwise we'd be dead by now. The soldier flew into a rage. The soldier soon located the traitor and tossed out a glass bottle of poison. The violet-covered water splashed all over the fiancé, who screamed from the burning pain. The fiancé's body melted to pieces and perished. Hearing the screams, a woman came running and yelled, "What have you done to my husband?" "What do you think I did?" "He got... I guess it's plot armor." Let's see. We don't want to go directly into the poison water. We just want to gather it. And we want to feed this poison water to a certain flower here. Hello. Pour poison water. Sorry, but that's the only way to make you expired. Let's see. Cannot do that. And are you happy now? I had to sacrifice a frog several times. A butterfly got away scotch-free, but now a wonderful white flower got its sacrifice. Oh, shut up, you. Pollen? Maybe we did promise them. And maybe not. Just kidding, here you are. Got some white pollen, thank you very much. You're gonna continue chatting, having a bit of fun conversation, huh? While I'm doing all the dirty work around here. Right. Yep, close the book. Because why not? Alright. Somebody's moaning inside with talk. I've got medicine. Just need a little, please. Okay. You grab the bars. Give me that. I'll give you the pollen. Usually would need a jade pipe to go with this, but in the extra version of the game, we don't go into that portion that's below the yellow flowers. You hear someone leaving the other cell. Let's see, a sweet scent wafts through the bars. But, oh, hi. Need you not do that to me. I swear at some point a big skull is going to come out and surprise us. Oh, hi. I think that was Ellen's mother right there. Decrepit and all that. Oh, hi. Hello. Won't you wear the shoes? I will wear them, just not right now, thank you very much. I've got to wash them off. Yeah, wash shoes. Thank you. And no, the water is red. But we're still not going to interact with the tadpoles, for goodness sakes. Right. Yeah. I'm waiting for it. Oh, thank goodness for that! That was so close! I was waiting for that skull to appear. I was one little hair away from death. By the way, one exam was about laws, etc., and the other one was just English. I couldn't agree with English at all. Like, English is one of the most complicated languages that there is. Like, and it's my own language, I know, actually. Right. Close, yeah, that was very, very close. Like, if it was any closer, it would have died. Like, I was just trying to inch forward so that skeleton would spawn. And then I'd have the maximum amount of time to get away, but I just did not have that time. But also, I think as well, if you go up top of it to the right, another skull will appear from the other side. So, the only way you could get away from that skull is to go into that jail cell. Right, this is another area which I really fear about going through. Simply because of the time constraints. And I feel that if we don't get it through on this try, then we're just going to wrap up the episode here because we don't have enough time left for the stream to go through the game again. But we've got one shot. One shot at this. No. Oh, goodness sakes, I went to the wrong side. And you know what the worst thing about that is that sometimes the cracks can spawn on the left side of the cracks that appear in the middle. Like, that's one thing I raised to the publishers of this game, and they didn't do anything about it. Is that section, the potholes in the floor could be either on the left side or the right side, and it just so happens that we couldn't get through it. But I think we did very well of getting this far within the game. So folks, first and foremost, thank you all so much for popping by to this stream. It has been absolutely wonderful again, just like it has always been. But I think as the weeks progress, I'm getting a bit more into the streaming sort of things and responding to people in the chat and stuff like that. Because when you're a bigger streamer and you have so many people talk at the same time, it's really disorientating trying to see what is within the chat itself. And obviously, if it was completely flow with comments, then I'll need to have moderators as well throughout this entire process of just try to keep things in order and stuff like that. But with this kind of, you still did a great job on such a hard mode, yeah, and without saving too. Like, that floor is unfair because it's a 50-50 shot of whether the cracks on that middle section there go to either the left side or the right side. And it is just beforehand, and then you try and go up there, you can see that it could be either the left or the right side. It depends on what mood the game is in, and I just got unlucky there. Like, hypothetically, we could have gone through all of that and stuff like that, but this has been an amazing experience going back through this game again, and that's sort of like the idea of doing these streams, just to revisit games that we've already played on the channel, but just in a different light, and obviously you guys being here as well. So if it wasn't for all of you guys here, then these streams would not be as worthwhile or even possible, really. Like, having these kind of interactions is lovely, and I'm glad I can be of some kind of entertainment or loveliness. So yeah, folks, it was nice to see you guys again. Have a safe day / night. Love you all. Same here. Same here. Hope you all have a great day. When we be live again, gotta write it down. I still ISTG, or else I will miss it again. Okay, so exactly the same time when I started this stream, but on Saturday the 5th. So 7 PM British Standard Time. Gotta go to work. Don't worry, Playman, we're just ending the stream itself, so we're not gonna be missing out on anything else. And if we did miss out on anything, then obviously the stream would be up for people to see. So yeah, thank you so much to everybody who has popped by here, and we'll be seeing each other's in the next video or stream. Have a lovely day, and as always, take care of yourselves, everyone.